now for a check of your Fox 47 forecast.
Fox 47 meteorologist Brian Bachman back with a look at your forecast on what so far has been a very nice Monday here across our neighborhoods. Not a bad way to start the work week weather-wise, but we're going to be watching what happens to the west of us tonight because we are looking at least the risk for some isolated storms rolling into our neighborhoods during the overnight hours. And as we mentioned before, while the severe weather risk for us tonight specifically is overall pretty low, we can't completely write it off entirely because more storms are likely as we head into the day on Tuesday with this same system, and is a better chance, slightly better chance, that some of our neighborhoods tomorrow could experience some severe storms. Then we trend cooler for the second half of the week from Wednesday all the way through Saturday. Now, looking specifically at tomorrow's severe weather threat, at minimum, isolated severe storms are a possibility in our neighborhoods, mainly from about midday through about 4 to 5 p.m. That risk picks up to the potential for scattered severe storms as you get closer to places like Jackson, Litchfield, Hillsdale, and the farther south and east of Lansing you go. Main threat that we would be concerned with these storms will be for some damaging winds, so critical that especially tomorrow you keep a watchful eye on the weather. All good for this evening, though, across our neighborhoods. Just some scattered clouds drifting in from parts of the western skies here tonight. We're watching what happens with this area of low pressure and a whole web of frontal boundaries associated with it here tonight. This warm front is eventually going to track through our area going into tonight and tomorrow, helping to elevate our temperatures toward the mid-70s again tomorrow, essentially reinforcing, I guess, the warm air that's already in place. More accurately, it's these storms that are beginning to fire in parts of Minnesota that'll have the potential in some form, likely weakened, to reach us overnight before then the main cold front, or pair of them here to the west of us, pivot through the area tomorrow afternoon, and with the benefit of the daytime heating, could spark off those slightly greater risk for severe storms that we see in our neighborhoods on Tuesday. So let's get to the timing. Having said all of that here, going into tonight, at least through this evening, conditions looking to be in good shape. Partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies for the first part of this evening, certainly through midnight. We get to about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I think that's realistically when some of the leftovers from those storms to the west of us could trickle through our neighborhoods. Isolated non-severe storms, I think, are more likely for our neighborhoods, but we'll watch how things progress, especially in our most northwestern neighborhoods. A couple of leftover showers, maybe a rumble of thunder possible to start the day tomorrow, but then here comes that secondary flare-up of storms as that cold front begins to approach. Right around midday, anywhere from Lansing south and east, we'll begin to see the first of those potentially scattered severe storms coming on in. They'll start to move closer to Jackson and areas over toward Ann Arbor by about 2 to 3 o'clock, and for the most part, they'll be gone in time for the evening commute tomorrow. They could just certainly pack some gustier winds and heavier downpours before they get out of here. So for tonight, mostly cloudy, chance of some overnight showers and thunderstorms, and staying mild. Low temp around 67 degrees, back to 75 for tomorrow. Showers and thunderstorms likely. Slight chance for a shower with a cooler 62 on Wednesday. Showers and another chance for storms Thursday, high of 67, and a couple of days in the 50s.